for them over the first half of the season. And it has to be said, they're not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. Last season, the Cavs did not have the best record in the Eastern Conference. The Hawks did, but Cleveland did come out of the East and go to the NBA Finals. Shaq, as long as LeBron is there with this roster, how much pressure do they have to make the Finals every year?
Well, LeBron said it himself. He's the best player on the planet. They have to be one of the favorites as long as they keep that roster intact, and they have to stay injury-free, Ernie.
Do you think the best player on the planet has to let people know he's the best player on the planet? I knew he was the best player. You don't have to tell us that.
Well, maybe somebody who's not on this planet.
But how many people are not?
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they made it to the finals last year with all the injuries. Of course, he's the best player. He's playing at a high level. I think he might have put a little bit undue pressure on himself now to continue to be the best player on this planet, because people from other planets might come down and say, hey, let's check it out.
Consider this. What? Maybe he said that because it took the pressure off the rest of the guys on that team. Maybe he said, look, I'm going to say this out there. Everybody will be talking about this, and my guys won't feel as much NBA Finals pressure.
Ernie, you must have a cap on your head, a thinking cap, that is.
You're buying that then?
I sure am. I'm going to sell it afterwards, but I'm going to buy it now.
That's high praise from the two of you. And it's not a thinking cap. It's a dunce cap. I've been wearing it for quite some time.
Oh, I didn't know the point meant dunce.
Dummy.
The Nets play before the hometown crowd. We've got it for you tonight, live from Brooklyn, New York. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Patrick Beverly. Without his presence, they'll have to overcome the hole there.
Well, to say the deal changes the look and feel of this franchise is stating the obvious. I mean, they are a vastly different team than they were a few days ago, obviously looking long-term rather than the short-term.
Exactly. I mean, trading away a player with his talents is clearly a big-picture deal. I mean, you have to balance fit and talent as well as upside, and then to throw in the financial consideration. So this is more than just about the player.
A look at Cleveland's starting group. Smith in at small forward. LeBron and Thompson are up front. Jennings out there with J.R. Smith. And it's Smith that time on the assist by LeBron. Smith's got his second basket of the night. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets, it was a loss to Indiana.
And I really felt in watching that game that they needed to abandon the three-point shot. It wasn't there. The percentage was horrific, but yet they continue to try and knock them down.
And I really think that's what did them in. I mean, sometimes it's just not there for you on the perimeter, and you can't try to shoot yourself out of a bad shooting night from outside. They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Doris Burke had a chance to catch up with head coach Scott Skiles. And, Doris, what did he have to say?
Of course, the conversation veered to the challenge of defending LeBron James. And he said, there's not a lot of good options with him. He can really do it all. I think you just have to try and stay in front of him. And if he gets in close, you have to bring help. And, guys, we've seen LeBron really force the issue as far as getting into the lane. We'll see how they do.
All right, Doris, thanks. Now, here is Smith. He's coming off an unbelievably high-scoring game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Thompson, and he jams it with authority.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And, you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Smith dishes to Smith. Pass to Thompson. Got a piece of it. Lopez with the steal. Turner passes to Augustine. Nets passing it around. Young. The shot is off. And Cleveland will come the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And how about the accuracy that was on display from three-point range in that game? They were lethal.
Yeah, splashing those threes as they did really allowed them to continuously deflate that crowd and keep them at bay. Boy, that was a nice road win for them, no doubt.
Here's Turner following the basket by Freak. Young inside, working on James, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
That's his first personal foul.
Brooklyn shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Thaddeus Young taking 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. He doesn't get the second one. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Smith outside. There's the pass to Smith. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
This is a team that's focused, completely locked into the task at hand. What an impressive...
Here's Lopez. That's short off the rim.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Smith kicks to Jennings. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The Nets have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Augustine against Smith. Augustine dishes to Turner. Young, a screen on Smith. 6 to shoot. Turner with it. Now Smith defending. The shot by Turner, no good.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Now Turner following the three-point attempt by Freak. Turner passes to Augustine. Young with no one around. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Smith missing again. Nets trail by 8. It's taken away by Smith. The 17-footer. Smith missing again. The Nets shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. And the Nets miss again. Cleveland leading by 8. No one near Smith as he lets it go. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 3rd assist on the night. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
All right, now, I want everyone here at the Barclays Center to welcome to the court, your Nets dancers.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Cleveland's head coach was saying to his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Smith. That may be a strategy that comes as a little bit of a surprise, but Coach is showing a lot of confidence in his ability to produce an outstanding effort today. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And that's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. Six on the shot clock, and Augustine kicks to Lopez to end the drought.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Exactly. Nothing easy. They're making them work just to get into their offense. Very disruptive so far.
Man, they are doing some damage from deep.
Which is the main reason, partner, they're sitting on this big lead. Awesome shooting so far.
Now here's Lopez. His last outing, he had 24 points. Shots good from Young.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
Here's LeBron. He had 13 points in the win against Chicago. That shot wide open. 18 points for Freak.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Now here's Turner. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
Yeah, and talk about his scoring. I mean, Kevin, with the defense trying to pressure him, he did a good job of getting them to overcommit and getting himself to the line. They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Turner with it, covered by Smith. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. And that's now 6 points for Brook Lopez. Kicks it to Smith. In the corner, it's James. And out of bounds is Brooklyn gains possession.
Taking a look here at numbers for Smith. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. 20 rebounds. So much of what this team does revolves around his offense.
Well, his mindset allows him to stack those points up. He wants to carry the load, and clearly he does.
Lopez a screen. The dish to Stauskas. Takes a three. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
That was Thaddeus Young getting in the way of the defense there. Really solidly done on the screen.
Smith, no good.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And the jam by J.R. Smith.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Now here's Jennings. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Smith against Turner. Passes it to Augustine. Screened by Young. Stauskas dishes to Young. Drops in the layup for two. Young's got 5.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see them operating a lot of their offense from the interior today. How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
And, guys, it hasn't just been the scoring. I mean, they're playing tremendous defense, too.
Come on, fellas, we got to pick up the pace. If we see an open look, we got to take it. We have to make them play at our tempo.
And a look now at our 2K leaderboard to see which wingmen have come away with the most steals over the past month. Freak, number 1.
And with the kind of defense he plays, it really gives his team someone to lean on at that end of the floor.
Well, he's got a big effect on their interior defense, too. I mean, so often we see him prevent penetration by coming up with a steal as the ball handler makes a move inside. He does a nice job impacting the ball in those situations. He's got an excellent pair of active hands.
And Cleveland making a change here. Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. Mirza Teletovic comes in for LeBron. Trevor Ariza's checked in for J.R. Smith. And it's Rozier in for Brandon Jennings. Here's Snell. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Fires from the corner. The offensive rebound.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
Not one second chance bucket allowed. That is finishing off good defense.
Here's Rozier following the bucket by the Nets. He dishes it to Smith. Drills it from outside. Smith's got 25 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Augustine with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Here's Hollis Jefferson. From down in the low post, it goes.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Feeds to Smith. Soft touch off the glass. 27 points for him.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on, period.
To the paint, pass to McCullough, all alone. Off the left rim and out.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Augustine against Smith. And Zaletovic kicks to Smith. Out left to the wing. Here's Rozier. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Cavaliers lead by 16.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Jakar Sampson's checked in for Cleveland. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith.
And look now at the last month for the Nets. How did they stack up in the league statistically over that time frame? 4th in blocks, 5th for free throw shooting. And they're in the top half of the league in team rebounding as well. They've got some glass eaters on that squad.
You know, you talked about their spot in the shot blocking rankings. Their length and presence inside is not to be taken lightly. And trust me, their opponents are very conscious of it every time they drive the ball.
Here's Rozier. The drive by Smith. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
They're really struggling defensively, giving up too many easy buckets.
A great point. Really an embarrassing performance defensively, and the coaching staff can't be happy.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight. He's been absolutely in control. No slowing down for Smith. He's got 30 points and just an amazing performance from downtown.
He is pouring it in from three, guys. You know how much I love to see guys knocking down buckets.
Here's Snell. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Augustine, and the rejection by Smith. And the Cavaliers pushing it up now. The pull-up. Can't get it to go.
High-quality shot. Just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark. It's Ariza on the wing. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 6 assists now in the game.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in it. And he has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Yeah, well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man, because he looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn Nets.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Boy, have they come out strong. Just some tremendous offense.
Guys fully in control and stroking it well.
Nets trail by 18. On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Smith, he's in at small forward. LeBron James is out there with Channing Frye. And it's Sampson in at shooting guard. Turner passes to Lopez. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Rozier. The Cavaliers leading by 15. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bulls was simply terrific. He ended with an amazing number of points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Truly impressive numbers from him in a stellar performance. What a special night.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Frye dishes to Smith. To the left wing. Pulls from the top of the key. No good. And Brooklyn will come the other way. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over. He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Young's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Mirza Teletovic is checked in for the Cavaliers. Smith comes in for Jakar Sampson. And Turner kicks to Young. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
Lopez passes to Young. Here's Turner and the powerful one-handed slam.
And he bangs down the one-hander.
2 very easy points right there for sure.
Yeah, he'll take those all day.
Smith drives in. Misses from short range. Nets trail by 18. Young outside. There's the triple. And the Nets another 3.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Smith with a screen on Young. Smith against Young. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
All right, now, I want everyone here in the Barclays Center to welcome to the court, your next dancers.
Let's go to our 2K leaderboard. 3-point shooting, where you expect to see some high percentages from the shooting guard position. And that's just what this group has provided. J.R. Smith on top.
Beyond beyond the arc. That's where he makes his living, as he should. I mean, given how efficient he's been from long range.
Well, we've all heard ball don't lie. Well, numbers don't lie either. I mean, he's got range that I'd put up against anybody else in the league, shooting guard or otherwise. He's an assassin.
Turner dishes to Stauskas. Screen by Young. Lopez kicks to Young. It's deflected. Young passes to... Young sets a screen for Turner. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And the layup's good off the glass. Turner's got 4 points this quarter.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
James dishes to Smith. And here is Turner. He's got 6. The feed to Stauskas. Lopez outside. Right wing. Shot clock at 6. Stauskas kicks to Turner. Rebound by Smith.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Hits. Count that one from Stauskas.
Cavaliers timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, your Brooklyn.
And let's check out stats for James. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's putting up 6 points a night, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every train needs a conductor, man. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Nets trail by 13. Turner with it. Now Smith defending. Lopez passes to Stauskas. Offline with his 3.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Smith outside from the arc. Count the bucket. Smith's got 40 points.
Oh, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity, and then Smith with the dunk.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the call will be against Thaddeus Young. That's his first foul.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
The Cavaliers leading by 16. Shot from 16. Misses off the right iron.
It looks like he bit off a little more than he could chew with that spin move.
Young dishes to Young. Lopez kicks to Turner. Lopez a screen on Jennings. And the rejection by Smith. Turner with the steal. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the rejection by Smith. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And the Nets making a change here. Augustine's checked in. And Brooklyn has possession. They trail by 16. To the paint. Here's Lopez, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Well, Lopez has been great. 13 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Nicholson's checked in for Brooklyn. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Augustine passes to Lopez. The 15-footer can't get it to go. Smith with some nice D. The Cavaliers leading by 16. Shoots from the corner. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Jennings has got his 8th assist here tonight. And Augustine kicks to Nicholson. Inside. The kick out to Young. Off target with his 3. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Augustine with the steal. And Young, here we go. Here's Nicholson. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Nicholson's got his second basket.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Jennings dishes to Smith. Good defensive work there by Young.
Not really sure what. Was thinking about on that shot. That is not high IQ basketball.
Not at all. I mean, he shouldn't even have considered taking that shot. Just a poor choice there.
Here's Stauskas, covered by Smith. This is DeYoung. Lots of room. Good as the jump shot falls. Cleveland leading by 14. Jennings kicks to Smith. The three-pointer is right on target. Smith's got 47 points.
Once again, the defense letting him get open at the three-point line. That's a major mental mistake there. You've got to get to the shooter.
Nicholson's shot is off.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Smith outside. From downtown, the shot's good on the assist by Jennings. 50 points for Freak.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Lopez a screen. Young from outside. Again, Young missing.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Smith the pass to Thompson. Jennings dishes to Smith. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Smith's got 52 points. And the net shooting 47% from the floor since the end of the first quarter. Doubled by Smith. And Augustine kicks to Lopez. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Augustine dishes to Lopez. And he makes good on the layup. Lopez has got 15.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Jennings off a pick from Smith. From deep, the long distance three is buried.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Augustine passes to Stauskas. And Young kicks to Nicholson. Young against Smith. Lopez dishes to Augustine. Lopez sets a screen for Augustine. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple. Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Man, I like their approach to the game right now. There's tremendous aggression on both ends, putting the onus on the officials.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. McCullough's checked in for Lopez. Tony Snell comes in for Young, and Hollis Jefferson subbed in for Nick Stauskas. Doubled by Smith. Ariza covering. There's a good screen. From 11 feet away, that one a little long.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
3-pointer, Snell. Sampson pulls it in.
A bit of pride at stake, trying to get that last 3-ball back, but couldn't get it to fall.
Here's Ariza, and it's blocked. Now here is Augustine. Not a lot of room. To the inside. Pass to Nicholson. And Augustine kicks to Snell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To get a shot off here. Here's the break. On up the court. The rebound by the Nets.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Here's Nicholson. And it's off the back rim. No good. Cleveland controlling the game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And it's Smith finishing it off.
You've really got to be exactly on the same page to connect on that long alley-oop.
And even then, it's a tough play.
I tell you what, the pass and the catch were both next to impossible.
Augustine against Smith. Shot to stop the run. Nicholson with the bucket. Nicholson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Smith's shot is good.
Kevin, he's definitely making his presence felt here in the first half. He's been very effective so far.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Cleveland ahead, running away with it. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I mean, I've just been trying to take what the defense gives me, really. I know I can't just try and go right at them every time, but if they give me a look, I'll shoot it. Otherwise, I'm just trying to keep the ball moving.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
Thank you, Doris. We'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
Net shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. Evan Turner is out there with Young. Then there's DJ Augustine. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Stauskas in at the 2 spot. So that's the Nets 5.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Cavaliers shooting a magnificent 69% in this game. And it's Smith missing.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Screen by Young. Lopez, a screen on Smith. 5 on the clock. And it's Turner off the drive. And Thompson sends it back. Down low. Smith gets it to go on the assist by LeBron. James has got 6 assists in the game. Brooklyn with the ball. Outside Turner. He kicks to Lopez. Back to Turner. He feeds it to Augustine. And stolen by Jennings. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. And it's out of bounds. The Nets will take it the other way. And a chance now to look at the small forwards who have been dominant this season offensively. Freak number 1.
There is no doubt he is one of the league's most dynamic offensive players. I mean, he's capable of putting up some huge numbers from that wing position.
Well, I think the wing position is his home base. That's his best spot. He's most comfortable there, but he's comfortable anywhere on the floor, inside, outside, pulling up or driving to the rim.
Thompson sets the pick for Smith. To the middle, off the pick, and Thompson throws it down.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
They really want to find that. Here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Smith against Turner. Smith drives in, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
It's basically been all him. I mean, he scored most of the points himself.
Doubled by Smith. Turner with it. Now Smith defending. Now Augustine. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Tries to snap the cold streak. No luck. Smith with the defensive effort.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
LeBron passes to Smith. That's good.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep. Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Nailed from three-point land. Smith's got 9. Points in the quarter.
This guy is simply having a great game from outside.
Jennings against Augustine. Outside Turner. Lopez a screen. Turner dishes to Lopez. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Lopez has got 17.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Smith against Turner. Jennings kicks to Smith.
A chance here, Kevin, to see where the Cavaliers currently rank in the NBA. Tops in scoring, first in assists. And they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with them.
Nick Young's checked in for Brooklyn. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Jeletovic is checked in. No good on the second free throw. For Brooklyn, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. Young's checked in for Nick Stauskas. Doubled by Smith. Turner with it, and Jennings picks him up defensively. Young outside. Lets it fly from 18. Can't hit. And Cleveland the other way now.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. He is on fire from behind the arc.
Yeah, it seems like all of his points are coming from deep, Greg.
And Young, here we go. And that one comes up a bit short.
And that was a difficult shot from mid-range simply because the defense was engaged.
Yeah, and I think the quickness of the closeout really threw him off.
For 3, Smith. And the rebound goes to Lopez. And here are the Nets. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Smith for 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got 15 points in just the second half. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
Contested shots and block shots. Their bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but also they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
James, the pass to Smith. Smith drawn the double team. And Jeletovic kicks to Smith. From 13, it's rebounded by Cleveland. Smith's got 11 rebounds in the game. And there's the pass to Jennings. Back to Smith. Jennings dishes to Smith. That's good.
Boy, you got to love that nice assist by Jennings.
The net shooting not great, 40% for the game. Turner against Jennings. Here's Lopez, powered down with both hands.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
Smith on the wing, unloads. Can't get it to go. Good defensive work there by Young. Jennings against Turner. Jumper off the screen. Lopez lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Jeletovic passes to Smith. Cleveland moving the ball around, and Jeletovic kicks to Smith.
And here are the numbers for Turner. How last month turned out for him, he's right around 9 points a night, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Channing Frye's checked in for James. Ariza comes in for Smith. And it's Rozier in for Brandon Jennings. Now here's Turner. Guarded close. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Nets have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
You know, there are percentages.
Switch here also for Cleveland. Smith checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Brooklyn's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. On the court for Cleveland, Smith in at shooting guard. Channing Frye out there with Trevor Ariza. And it's Sampson in at the 3 spot. Here's Smith. Augustine grabs the board. Augustine's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Young. Excellent defense there from Smith.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
This one for 3, and he gets it to go.
Wow. What can you say?
The Nets have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the 4th, and even 50%. Shots good from Young.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Cleveland's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Rozier the pass to Smith. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense. Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
But he still makes it look good.
And that one's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Augustine. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket?
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. McCullough's checked in for Young. Young is subbed in for Tony Snell. Smith for 3. And another 3 for Cleveland.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from 3-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Doubled by Smith. Augustine dishes to Lopez. From 12 feet out. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Passes to Rozier. And Frye kicks to Smith. They set the pick. Now the dish to Ariza. Clock at 6. And it's Smith penetrating. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Ariza no luck.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Back to Young. Fires the 3. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession.
Cavaliers ball.
Cleveland's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. And it's Smith penetrating, shoots from the elbow, and again it's Cleveland.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
Young against Smith. Here's Lopez. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And he can't get the first one.
For Brooklyn, Brook Lopez.
And he sinks the second. Cavaliers shooting has been just fantastic, around 65% tonight, getting exactly what they want when they want it. Brooklyn's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Shooting for Brooklyn, James.
That's good from Young.
Taking 2 shots.
And so Young nails them both. Here's Rozier. Smith outside. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Lopez, a screen on Smith. Lets a floater go. Augustine, that's good.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
Didn't think that was going to go in.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one is on Ariza.
Looking at the game Augustine's been having, 9 points and 9 assists. He's hitting field goals, 3-pointers, using all that range he's got in his arsenal.
And Clark, you know that just wears defenders down because they have to follow him all over the floor.
And Young comes over to help for 3. Smith. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Cavaliers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that. And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And this will be their 3rd win in 3.
Look at that jam! Wow. I mean, just beautiful.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. There's 38 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. And stolen by Ariza. Smith drives in, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And they've just done a great job of keeping this crowd out of the game. And we're getting closer to victory. The crowd's getting quieter.
And there's not a whole lot for them to be cheering about anymore. I mean, their guys got it handed to them.
There's the screen. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to Augustine. It's rebounded by Cleveland. For 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, you absolutely torched them from the outside tonight. Did you feel like you could hit them just about anywhere on the court?
As weird as this sounds, at this point, I gotta say yes. Sometimes you just get so in the zone, you feel everything coming off your hands is going in. I got to that point tonight. I hope I can find it again sometime soon.
Well done. Kevin, a young man, always looking for more.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now we send you to the award-winning Ernie Johnson, who's standing by in our studio.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. An absolutely astounding and historic night for him here in this game. He was simply unstoppable in what can only be described as a masterful performance.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
Well, he showed us just how good he can be when he's at the top of his game. And the building was stunned. You saw people leaving early, throwing popcorn, throwing hot dogs, spilling soda. He put on a CSDP, a crowd shut down performance. Man, that's what I'm talking about, Ernie.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.